Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome if you're new. So, I just wanted to make a quick little reading for, or in honor of, I should say, Leap Day. Which I was just looking at the calendar and kind of looking at some of the aspects that we had going on, astrologically speaking, and I noticed that it was a leap year. And that energy just kind of drew me in. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about Leap Day, what it represents, and some of the energies that we have going on. Because it just, for me, it seems like a portal. And time has been a concept that has come up for me time and time again throughout my spiritual awakening, and it just really kind of pulls me in. So let's get into it. First of all, I just wanted to talk about what leap day is. So every 4 years, we have a leap year that adds an additional day to the Gregorian calendar to account for the additional time that it takes to orbit the sun. And this is how we balance out, or how we measure time. And it's a way to correct where the earth was not in sync with the sun and the seasons. And there's a couple fun facts here I just wanted to share with you about leap day. Technically, it's not every 4 years. There's a rule that the year must be divisible by 4, except for the turn of the century. Okay, so it's every 4 years unless it is divisible, or it has to be divisible by 4. So 2024 is a leap year, 2028 will be a leap year, 2032, 2036, but not 2500 and not 1900, not the turn of the century. Okay, and it must be divisible by 4. People born on leap day are called leaplings or leapers, and it's a day that doesn't legally exist. And there was a tradition where on leap day, that is the one day that supposedly it's okay for women to propose to men. I mean, now, like, where we're at in our modern day, I mean, honestly, we as women have kind of made it to where women can propose to men a lot more, I guess, than back in the day that was like frowned upon, or wasn't really a thing. So just a couple fun facts around leap day. And then I was looking at some of the astrology for leap day, and I pulled a few cards as well. And the one card that really stood out to me was the North Node, because, and I'll show you, you can see the astrology for that day. We do have the North Node here in Aries conjunct Chiron. So let's talk about that a little bit, and then we also another thing that stood out to me is we have, where's Venus? Let's see. We had Venus. Well, we have Venus, Mercury, and Mars all in Aquarius, as well as Pluto. So there's a lot going on in Aquarius, first of all. Oh yeah. Venus was conjunct Mars. That's what it was. And then we have a Pisces stellium and a Aquarius stellium. So on leap day, you may want to look at where your Pisces is. Let me see if I can give you a time or a degree point for Pisces. I mean, pretty much you can look at the whole house, but from 8 to 26 degrees. And then for Aquarius, from 0 to 8 degrees Aquarius. You also could look at 23 degrees Aquarius. Let's talk a little bit about the cards that came out. I don't want to make this video too long, but let's talk about the North Node first of all. So the North Node is our future, right? It is also called the Ascending Node. It represents a place where the soul longs to be, right? It's where fate kind of beckons you. It's uncharted territory. You don't have a map for the North Node. The North Node calls you to territory that doesn't have a particular charge, and it can be an exciting exploration or start off a bit bland and it becomes more satisfying as you proceed, kind of. The lunar nodes are the points on the zodiac where the moon's orbit crosses the ecliptic, right? Where when the sun, the moon, and the earth exactly line up here, a shadow mysteriously covers the sun or the moon and creates an eclipse. The ancients thought a giant creature was casting these shadows and referred to the nodes as the head and tail of a dragon. And the point where the moon heads north is called the North Node, or the dragon's head, and it calls you forward. The challenge with the North Node is it can be scary to leave familiar territory. And even people who love you may resist your evolution if you could pull away from them. But the gift with the North Node is there's new beginnings that dawn here, right? And your fate awaits. It feels very fated. It feels very destined. And the path might start out with uncertainty, but it becomes more solid and more delicious as you progress forward. And with Chiron, however you say it, the wounded healer. So this is like a path that's beckoning you to heal some of these wounds, some of this ancestral woundage. Chiron's often referred to as the wounded healer archetype, which is actually named after a mythological wise centaur who trained heroes, and he was accidentally wounded by Hercules with a poisoned arrow. And even though he couldn't completely heal his own pain, he learned so much about medicine that he started a healing temple. And it's an asteroid that points to where your own painful experience gives you training, right? And how you can use that understanding to help others. It's about finding purpose in your problems. And you don't necessarily need to assign a causality. because you might never know why you went through a difficult time, right? But you can put what you learned from it to good use. It's a place of karmic tenderness. And even if you never quite heal this place, you have the wisdom to pass on once you kind of metabolize the information, right? This situation may feel familiar, but if you can't remember a story to go with it, it might be left over from, a past life. So this is the chapter review of what your soul already knows. And if an old pain is triggered, just make sure that you're having compassion for yourself. You are more than your troubles. You are more than your emotions and your traumas. And you'll know the route through, and it's a good time to practice what you know. Once you have a solution, add it to your toolkit. If the situation stretches you and tests you, take it as training for the hero within, right? What you're now learning, it could be your secret sauce in the future, right? This energy can set off touchy memories or poke you where it still hurts. Shrapnel can hurt just as much coming out as it does going in. But take this as an opportunity to heal those old places so that you can transform. And you have to feel it to heal it, right? So just allow, whatever comes up during this period, just allow it to flow through you. Allow yourself to feel it. Don't push it away. Just allow. Because this is energy that, you can form stability here with the Four of Wands. This is about your foundation and an opportunity. I'm seeing this as an opportunity to create a more solid foundation. And this around Venus reminds me of the cycles of time. Venus is love. It's your heart space. The relationships card, 7th house, wanted to come out earlier as well. So this could be around relationships. We have the 3 of Wands with now the 3 of Pentacles. So the 3s represent the mind, body, and soul. And this is about preparing. This is about mastery. This is expansion. It's energy of expression and expansion and growth. There's something here in your preparation, in how you implement things, how you navigate. Messages for the collective for Leap Day. We got the Star. This is rejuvenation. This is hope, faith, purpose. There's an energy of renewal here as well. The Wheel of Fortune just wanted to come out. It's a new cycle. And the Death card just came out in reverse, showing you this is a new cycle, showing you where you have been maybe resistant to change, where you have been holding on to something that is dead, holding on in I just got that could be literally even. Some of you could be holding on to some grief that could be really damaging you. And again, this is related back to some kind of probably stuck energy, or yeah, it just feels very ancestral. It feels very fated. We had another 3, 3, 3, 3, the 9, 3, 6, 9, the magical space within the space. It's that 0 point energy field, which came out for the full moon reading, which the full moon is what the full moon is just like about 5 days before this. So I feel like these energies are kind of just blending together, creating this place of potential. So make sure that you are taking this day, this leap day, as a day where you can balance out and set a new tone. You're correcting what was not in sync, and then setting this tone for harmony, for balance, for restoration, with purpose and protection. Let's get look, on the bottom we got the King of Cups with the 9 of Pentacles. So it's like emotional stability comes in, rewards come in. It's a new sense of independence, of strength. That 9 is there's a completion here. There's something manifesting. Feels like something new, something in balance. And this feels very emotional. There's lots of cups out here. So this feels like the emotional body, as well as the physical body with these pentacles. And then the spirit with the wands. So when you can leave the mental realm out and pull on the spirit, on your inner fire, and allow the emotions to flow, to be released if need be, while feeling it in the physical. With the elements, the star, the pentacle, which is what we are stars. The pentacle is earth energies. It's like a collaboration of earth, spirit, and emotion. Let's get a couple affirmations to wrap this up. Thank you guys so much for liking the video. Share it out with a friend or on your page. We got I am loved beyond measure. I am loved beyond measure. And this is so funny that this came out again because this was the daily affirmation. I shine my light outwards for all to see, with the moon goddess Diana and the waning crescent one. Thanks again for subscribing. Drop into the comments. Let me know your interpretation of Leap Day, what Leap Day means to you. Or even like what time means to you. What your guides have been pulling in around time, your understanding of time. Love you guys.